Okay, we live. We live. Urban Artificial Intelligence, man. We here. Little Friday live coming at noon. Just something that I want to speak on real quick. Now, before I get into this, I want to say I'm gonna start a whole little sneaker series, man. I'm gonna put these in a playlist. I talk about sneakers a lot. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole YouTube page dedicated to sneakers. So it's something that I talk about a lot. I've been selling sneakers for a while, reselling them for years. Um, and I'm noticing some fluctuation in the business, in the whole industry. And I remember coming into the whole sneaker industry, probably about I sold my first sneaker. I resold my first sneaker probably 15 or 16 years ago. Now I've been doing it on and off. I collect more than I resell, but I've been seeing some trends come and go. And the whole sneaker industry has been pretty crazy. It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to talk about. I'm gonna put it that way. But these 2 years that I'm seeing now, and I brought up how long I've been into sneakers for a reason. 2024 and 2025, I've never seen what's happening. I've never seen it before. And I think that all the people who are hype beasts and all the cool people, they're gonna exit the game real soon. Or they're exiting now. The hype beasts, the people who just get on the internet and see what's cool and copy everybody else, and they cause all these shoes to get to be extremely unaffordable, and they put these certain monikers and narrative behind shoes. That's leaving. That's going away. Now it might come back. It probably will come back. But 2024 and 2025, it's gonna be one of the most unique years for sneakers collectors and resellers. And I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I have inside information from big time sneaker retailers. I'm talking Nike, Adidas, Jordan, New Balance. I even got some Bape information. All right. If you know me personally, you know I have these connections. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put my business out there, my personal business, but trust me, take my word for it. I have inside information. I'm very close to these retailers, okay? And I want to tell y'all something. All these retailers, when you talk about, especially the ones that I'm naming, Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Jordan, New Balance, Reebok, all the places with big resale. Every shoe company that got big resale. Let's take a look over here first before we all these that we see. What do we see? We see Jordan, Nike, Yeezy. We got some New Balance. Yeezy is Adidas, by the way. A lot of people try to separate Yeezy from Adidas. You can't. Yeezy is Adidas. Adidas make Yeezy. I'm very familiar with the inside process. If you know me, you know why. Okay, and all of these companies, for the most part, they're ran similarly. Okay, people who work for Adidas, they know what's going on with Nike. People who work for Jordan, they know what's going on with New Balance. Okay, so if you and a lot of people that are top ranked at these companies, they just switch companies. They go from one company to another. So I know people who don't work for New Balance and Adidas. I know people who don't work for Reebok and Nike. I know people who don't work for Jordan and Adidas. I know people, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. A lot of these companies, not only do they share the same practices, but they all are watching each other because they competitors. Just like Dodge, Ford, Chevrolet, you have to watch the people you competing against. So you have to know. So that's how the information gets from one company to the other. These companies are paying attention to each other because they're rivals and their competition. And if you want one up on your competition, to some extent, you need to know what they're doing. Okay. So, and I'm going to say this. when I speak about the inside information that I have, this is all across the board. This is for Nike. This is for Jordan. This is for Adidas. This is for New Balance. This is for Reebok. This is for all of them. 2024 and 2025 is effectively going to be a reset for these companies, okay? What I mean by reset, what I mean is the things that were working before, they're not working now. So they're going to have to change it up. They're going to have to change it up. Now, by them doing that, we're going to reap the benefits. Okay? We're going to reap the benefits of them changing it up. How do you ask? Because what's going to happen, the shoes that were limited and the shoes that were the most sought after by the sneaker community, more and more of those shoes are going to be produced. And I'm going to use Jordan for an example. Listen, what I'm saying goes for every main shoe retailer. What I'm saying goes for every main shoe retailer. I'm going to use Jordan and Nike and Adidas and New Balance mostly for the examples. Those are the examples that we're going to be looking at. But this is across the board. For any shoe that has a high resale value, that is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, look, I'm on StockX right now. Y'all see the screen. StockX is a resale market. So the shoes that are on here are highly sought after. Whether you like these shoes or not, whether you personally like Jordans or not, whether you personally like Adidas or not, whether you personally like New Balance a lot, people are buying them and people are reselling them. So the things that these companies do are going to affect the company that you do like. Let's say I like Nike, but I don't like New Balance. The things that New Balance does in the resale game is going to affect Nike. So I have to pay attention to that. If I'm trying to make money from Nike, if I'm reselling Nike shoes, which is something I actively do, if I'm reselling whatever brand, I have to watch the other brands, even the brands that I don't like. I have to watch what they're doing. Now, let me just jump into some real quick, okay? Let's take a look at these. These oxidized green 4s. They recently came out. I'm gonna get the specific date. Not a bad looking shoe. Oxidized green Jordan 4s. Let's take a look at the price of these shoes. Boom. Now, what we got here, price history. This is why I love StockX. You're gonna see a trend. Probably every price history chart that we go to, we're gonna see a line trending down. Look at that. What does that mean? That means the shoe is getting cheaper and cheaper the longer it's out. It's getting cheaper and cheaper. You see, it was at a peak. Now, this was before it came out. This was in May. And let me actually find the specific release date for these oxidized 4s. And this is a shoe that is not a bad looking shoe. It's not a bad looking shoe at all. And this is a shoe, like I say, it's relatively new. So this is a perfect example. Where's the product details? Do I need to go to... Let me go to Flight Club real quick. We're going to come back to StockX. I just need a little bit more detailed information. Flight Club usually, they're going to have all that right there. There we go, oxidized green. Now, Flight Club be taxed, and we all know Flight Club taxes, but I've sold shoes to Flight Club. I've bought shoes from Flight Club, and, you know, it was fine. Everything was Gucci. Okay, so the release date for these oxidized green 4s was 6/15. Okay, so let's go back to StockX. These came out on the 15th. Okay, today is the 21st. And it looks like these shoes are below retail. Okay, Jordan 4s being below retail 6 days after they come out is rare. It's rare, y'all. That is not, look, that's the average sale price. The average sale price of these shoes are $189. That's very low. That's very low, okay? Why is this happening? And we're going to get back to the kicks in a minute. I just picked, okay, look. 1261 sold in the last 3 days. So the item is selling somewhat. It's not and by the way, these shoes are still on the sneakers app. These shoes still are on the sneakers app. That is not good for the Jordan brand, y'all. It was a time where Jordan 4s would not stay on the sneakers app longer than 48 hours. Some of these Jordan 4s wouldn't even be up there 24 hours. They will all be gone. There are plenty of oxidized green 4s on the sneakers app, y'all. They're not selling. Sneakers are not selling. These retailers understand this. These retailers, they understand that we, the people who do the reselling, and even the people who buy at resale price, they're making a good percentage of the money for this brand. Yes, Jordan is thankful for the people who go out and they buy it at retail price. That's fine. And that's getting Jordan rich as well. But what's getting Jordan super rich, how he got jets and shit, is from the resale market, because people are buying up the shoes and they're reselling them. If a shoe releases, right, and I know in a week or two the resale value is going to be $80, $100, $120, $130, whatever, above what the retail was, that's going to drive the want for the shoe up. Not only that, that's going to mentally, pay attention, that's going to mentally condition me to want this shoe the day it comes out, so I can make sure I get it for retail value. Now, let's go back to StockX. If these oxidized green 4s that we just looked at, if I know, let's say, hypothetically, they sold out, right? And we came here and instead of 155, it said 278 right there. Or it said 305. The next Jordan 4 that released, I would be mentally conditioned to get that shoe by any means necessary. I would be mentally conditioned to get that shoe as quickly as possible. I would be mentally conditioned to believe that if I was getting it at retail, I would be getting it cheap. When retail is not cheap, retail is retail. Retail is regular. Retail is the regular price. Now, let's take a look at these Travises. And this is a women's release, but they do have extended sizes. Look at that, y'all. 36% drop from the last sale, from the average. That means what? That means the price that people are paying for this shoe is going down. This is not a bad looking shoe. If this was 2 or 3 years ago, there's no way that this number would be red with a red arrow beside it. There's no way. There's no way that Travis Scott's would be declining in value after release. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, maybe I gotta log in. I don't know why it showed me the price history for the other one, but we could just look at the range. Look at this range. 175 to 2,500. That's very volatile. We see 32% volatility. You know what that means? That means that the price is everywhere. That means it's not a set standard price for this shoe. $175 for a Travis Scott shoe is cheap. All right, $315 for a Travis Scott shoe is cheap. Let's see if we can buy. Now, we get to the larger sizes. Yes, the price does go up. But again, this was a women's exclusive. This is a women's shoe. So you see these 3 and 4 these aren't getting sold that much. These sizes are not getting sold that much. I don't know many women who wear 15 in men's. I don't know many women who wear 12 or 13 in men's. There are some out there, not many. Okay, and I don't know how much guys bought this shoe. I don't know how much guys like this shoe. The point that I'm making is the sizes of the shoe that are being bought are in this range. The mid 200s to maybe the high 300s. Okay? This is the size of the shoe this is the size that's most popular that this shoe is being bought. Women aren't buying these down here. These are not selling. As you can see, they're all in stock. They're all in stock. Now, this high demand for the shoe, that's for the shoe overall. That's not for the size. Okay? And of course, StockX is going to put that as much as they can besides stuff. They want you to think the shoe is in high demand. But if I go back, how high is the demand if every size is available? This is something that is not normal for a Travis Scott shoe. Look, you can click on any size. You can click on any size. Every size is available. That tells me what? That tells me these shoes aren't selling like the Travis Scott shoes in the past. How many Travis Scott shoes can you go to and every size is available? You can click any size and order it. That's not the norm for this type of shoe release, all right? Let's go to Microsoft Pilot and see if we can get some understanding to why this is. Because we do know, we know, we spoke about it, but we're going to take a little bit deeper dig into this. Because again, this is going to change the whole sneaker culture, and every top shoe retailer has basically expressed through one way or another that not only are they prepared to take losses for this year and next year, but they're going to keep producing shoes at a high rate. We just got news that the Black Cement 3, my favorite Jordan of all time, even though I don't like a whole lot of threes. I like 6s more, and I like 4s more than 3s. I even like 7s more than 3s. But black cement 3s are my favorite Jordan of all time. It's going to be 300,000 of those produced. Let me explain something to y'all about that number. There's no way that Jordan would release that many shoes of a sneaker that's that loved without there being some type of financial turbulence. Shoes that are that loved and that highly sought after usually get around 100,000, if that. So for them to be making 300,000 black cement 3s is telling me that they're desperate to sell shoes and that they want the people to get back invested into sneakers how we once were. So let's take a look at what's going on. Let's see, what are the highest reselling Nikes of 2024? Let's find out.
Certainly. Here are some of the most coveted Nike sneakers in 2024, both for their style and resale value. Nike Air Jordan 1 High OG Lost and Found / Chicago Reimagined. A modern twist on the classic Chicago colorway, these are priced at $280. Nike SB Times Air Jordan 4 Pine Green, with a unique blend.
Now, Lost and Founds are way more than that. I don't know why she gave that. And we'll look at that in a minute, but Lost and Founds are way more than that. But let's keep it going.
Of skateboarding and basketball aesthetics, these go for $339. Travis Scott times Nike WMNS Air Jordan 1 Low OG Medium Olive. Designed by Travis Scott, these are a standout at $435. Nike Air Jordan 1 Low O'Conney's New Year / Year of the Dragon. Celebrating the Year of the Dragon, these are priced at $140. Nike Air Jordan 4 Retro Bread Reimagined. A fresh take on the classic bread colorway, these go for $481. J Balvin X Nike Air Jordan 3 Medellin Sunset. Inspired by Medellin, these are priced at $380. The Powerpuff Girls times Nike SB Dunk Low Pro QS Blossom. A playful collaboration, these are valued at $257. Yudo Horigome times Nike SB Dunk Low Pro QS Wolf Gray. A skater's delight, these go for $283. Jarritos times Nike SB Dunk Low Phantom and Malachite. Inspired by the Mexican soda, these are priced at $401. Travis Scott times Nike Air Jordan 1 Low OG SP Reverse Mocha / Sail and Ridge Rock. A rare gem, these are valued at $1,033.
Okay.
Remember, sneaker trends evolve, but these are some of the hottest kicks right now.
Okay, now that last one, the Reverse Mocha, yeah, those are more rare than the other shoes that they named. That's why their resale value is much higher. But these Dunk Lows, okay, perfect example. And that's what we about to look at now. Let's take a look at and them J Balvin Sunset, because those were shoes that got a whole lot of hype. All right, I remember when the Powerpuff Girl joints and the Eurito joints dropped. They were all the rage. People were talking about them nonstop. So let's go back to StockX real quick and let's see how they're doing. Let's see how these brands are performing, or these specific shoes are performing at the moment. All right, let's check out the Powerpuff Girls first. Let's take a look at these. I can tell you right now, just by looking at these prices, they've gone down. Let's see how many are in stock. Because I remember it was a point in time where these were hard to come by. Not so much now. Why they're still at $455. Resale value $455. That's a lot of money. For a SB, I think. I'm pretty sure you can find these cheaper somewhere. You don't have to pay $455 for these. I would not pay $455 for these. These are a good looking shoe though. But as you can see, again, just like with the oxidized green 4s and the Travis Scotts, every size is available. Where'd it go? Every size is available. Every size is available. You can click on any size here. They're all available. Look, every size is available, okay? That means these shoes are not moving. Or they're probably not moving as fast as the Nike brand wants them to move. And this is a good looking shoe too, by the way. I rocked with these, man. These was a cool looking shoe. I know a couple people who were selling them. The resale value for me was too much because I don't know how much I would wear a Powerpuff Girls shoe. But it's definitely a good collector, collector shoe or whatever. And if you're a fan of the Powerpuff Girls, I'm sure it's for you. Let's check out the Doritos. Man, StockX setup is their website is. I see why most people just use the app because this website is very clunky. I was not expecting it to be this clunky. Here we go, another dip. Another dip in price here. $475. Let's see. Let's see how many is available. It looks like every size is available. There was when these first dropped, they sold out quick. You know what that means, man? This is what I'm getting from this. These restocks aren't reselling. They're people are restocking them, and now I don't know if these got restocked either way, whether they did or not. Resellers are having trouble selling these shoes. Resellers are having trouble selling these shoes. 12-month historical. So from 200 to 1100. 18% volatility. The average sale price is $519. Over 3,100 sales on StockX. I don't know, man. I feel like once the hype for shoes like this die down, people forget. Look, every size still available. Shoes like this come and they have a lot of hype, and then it's dead. It's dead, man. Nobody's paying $930 for these, man. I just don't see it. I don't see people paying $930 for these shoes. And that was kind of That was kind of the energy that people had about these shoes, that they were going to be, that the resale value was just going to be crazy, which at first it was. At first it was. At first these shoes were hard to get. And no shoe is really hard to get now. It's just we look at the price. The retail price is what you want. Now, these are damn near impossible to get at retail. You're not going to get these at retail anymore. But do you have to pay $930 for these? Absolutely not. There are avenues where you can pay half of this and get these shoes. For sure. I'm 1,000% positive there's somebody who will sell these shoes for $500 in a size 13. How many people do you still hear talk about this shoe? How many people do you see still wearing this shoe? Not many. Shoes like this is why Jordan, Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Reebok, all the main retailers, shoes like this and the underperforming of them is why all these retailers are having to revamp what they're doing, because people are seeing past the hype. People are seeing past the hype. And it's funny that happens when it's a recession. When it's a recession, people see past hype. Nobody cares about hype during a recession. Nobody cares about hype when people's money is low. Even if you're in the business. Even if you're in the business. Because if you're selling shoes, if you're reselling shoes, reselling clothes, you know, like I know, because I resell shoes and I resell clothes, nobody gives a fuck about this stuff during a recession. It's hard to sell stuff during a recession. When inflation is high, when groceries is high, when gas is high, nobody gives a fuck about shoes. Not casuals, people like me who make money off of it and, who have a passion for it do. But the vast majority, they don't give a fuck about these shoes. People are worried about buying grocery. People are worried about paying their mortgage. People are worried about paying for daycare. And that is what these retailers are communicating to us, that they understand there are more important things on people's mind than buying shoes. So, having said that, there will be a vast influx of shoes like this, shoes like the Powerpuff Girl joints, that were at shoes like the Travis Scotts, that were at one point considered rare and exclusive. They won't be anymore. The rest of 2024 through 2025, they will amp up the production on shoes like this. You gotta trust me when I tell you that I know what's going on inside these companies. I see it. I know it. I know what's going on. I know about their inventory. I know about the warehouses they have with shoes stashed away. I know about the price points that they want. I know about how they're strategically trying to bring back excitement for the resale culture, because that's how they make a lot of money. I know. That's why I'm confident making this video. That's why I'm confident talking about this. So let's go to IG real quick. Let's go Z Sneakerhead. IG. Salute to him. He the reason for a lot of good shoe content, man. A lot of people utilize his platform, for sneaker content, because he has a lot of, or at least Nike and Jordan, he has a lot of good information about Nike and Jordan. Now, other shoes, not so much. But Nike and Jordan, he has pretty good information about Nike and Jordan. So let's look at the 2024 Air Jordan release dates. Cement 3, Columbia 11s. Now, some of these have already come out, but we're going to just take a look at all of them. Chicago 1s, Black Cat 5s. Powder Blue 9, Military Blue 4s. We got to look at the Military Blue 4s too on StockX. Olive 9s, Black Toe 14. Olympic 6, White Thunder 4. These White Thunder 4s right here, every shoe that I'm talking about, I'm going to get y'all a better image of it. This is just where all of them met in one place on this post. So we're going to rock with this for now. But these White Thunder 4s, I think these come out in November. These are going to be the highest selling 4s of the year besides the SB. And no, I think the SBs come out next year. And I'm going to double check that. If the SBs come out next year, these White Thunder 4s will be the highest selling 4s of the year. Olympic 6s. These aren't infrared 6s. They gave it another crazy name. And these 12s here, I don't know the official name for those. The point that I'm making is, as we take a look at the whole lineup for 2024, the point that I'm making is every shoe that we're looking at, here goes some A Ma Maniére 4s, A Ma Maniére 3s there. They go to J Balvin, the Sunset 3s. There go to Jumpman Jacks. We're going to get into those too. We got more Travis's up here. Look at this. Look at the amount of shoes that is released in 2024. All these Travis's, OGs. Look, these are OGs. A Ma Maniére collabs. J Balvin collabs. The Jumpman Jack, the official Travis Scott shoe. Velvet Bread 11. All of these shoes, y'all, that y'all are seeing, for them to be coming out in 1 year, is telling. It's telling. It means they need help moving shoes. Okay, now, another shoe here. These Galaxy foams. These Galaxy foams. I can't enlarge this picture. No, I guess not. These Galaxy foams. You know they canceled these. Nike canceled the Galaxy foams. Too much backlash. Had to bring them back. Had to bring them back. Is that better? Had to bring the Galaxy phones back. They are finally returning. All right, 2025 Galaxy phones. October 2024, X-Ray Kobe's. Crazy. X-Ray Kobe's dropping in 2024. Look at all of the outside the box shit that we've been wanting from the Nike and Jordan brand. These is coming out on Halloween, man, and this is going to be a very high shoe that's in high demand. It's going to be a lot of L's taken around this shoe. I'm going to try to get my hands on these for resale and for personal. I probably won't be able to get two, but if I got a middleman one and let it go without even seeing it or wearing it, I'll do it. I'll do it. Crazy, man. RIP to the legend Kobe, man. Now, this is something that got my attention. Hornets Jordan 9 sample, detailed look. Jordan, you might as well release these. All these samples, all these PEs, all these player exclusives in these samples, release them. Release them. Release them. Y'all already bringing out the big boy OGs. Release the samples. These is fire. These is hard, man. Release these, man. And this is just a sample. So Jordan Hornet 9s, but these are crazy. Why not release those? Why not release those? These diffuse blue lows. And y'all, I'm not just clicking on random shoes. It's a reason that I'm clicking on the shoes that I'm clicking on. These shoes have that OG feel. And whether you know it or not, this is what we've been wanting from the Jordan brand. And the fact that they're just now doing it, I made a video about this not too long ago. The fact that they're just now doing it is frustrating. I'm not going to lie. It's frustrating. And all the shoes that I'm naming y'all and that I'm showing and that y'all are seeing, I personally feel like these shoes are going to have high resale value. Maybe not as soon as they're released. It might take a couple years. It might take on into 2026 and 2027. But these shoes are going to have high resale value. You know why? Do y'all know why these going to have such high resale value? Because once the recession is over, they going to start releasing bullshit again. Once the recession is over, once inflation eases up, and it is a little bit, once inflation eases up, once people start spending money again and people have extra money, Jordan is going to start releasing bullshit again. I know for a fact Nike, Jordan, Adidas, Reebok, I know for a fact these companies are throwing caution to the wind in 2024 and 2025. They're going to give the people whatever they want because they're desperate. Anything that people request, they're giving it to them. Look for yourself. And again, Z Sneakerhead, he just deals with Jordan and Nike. That's what we're on now. I'll move to another a page that has more broad information about other sneakers, because this is just about Nike and Jordan. And that's another thing too, y'all. Nike and Jordan aren't gonna be, they're gonna be the most popular, but their shoes aren't always going to be considered the coolest. That is coming to an end. I remember when I was growing up, even into my early 20s, New Balance, Reebok, Adidas, they weren't looked at on the same level as Jordan and Nike. That is changing. When you go to a sneaker shop or a sneaker con or a sneaker meetup, you see all type of shoes. You see all type of shoes. It's not just Jordan and Nike no more, y'all. But to give y'all a better look, if y'all can see that, I gotta find a better way to show y'all this. But these are the White Thunder 4s. August 24th. These will be the most sought after 4s of this year, I think. I think of all the 4s that's coming out this year, these are the best looking ones, all right? Another OG coming back in 2025, white cement 4. A lot of people feel like these are the best looking 4s ever. Either these are bread 4s. People say these are the best looking 4s ever. And yes, Jordan did play in white cement 4s. It wasn't a lot. He didn't play many games in them, but you see right there, he did play in white cement 4s. Another reason people love them. Now, I guarantee you, there will be a lot of parodies, y'all. There will be over 100,000. Over 100,000. That's a good thing. It might be 200,000. That is a beautiful thing, okay? So it's going to give people the chance. If you're a reseller, you're going to have a chance to buy them. If you just want to wear them and you don't care about resale, you'll have a chance to buy them. Let's go to sneaker news. I want a little bit more. I want a little bit deeper, you know what I'm saying? A deeper look at the sneaker world. This is not the Jordan and Nike show. You know what I'm saying? This is a sneaker show. New Balance, Action Bronson, Medusa Azul. They came out today. And I see a comment, they fire, but the releases are terrible. What's the issue with the Action Bronson releases, man? Y'all get in the comments and let me know. I have New Balances, not the Action Bronson joints, though. I've never tried to get any Action Bronson New Balances. I've heard through other people they're hard to get, though. Let me know, man. What y'all think? Look at this. Look at this. Look, I just want people to pay attention. When I'm scrolling down pages of sneaker content, seeing all these different type of sneakers, man, this did not used to be the norm. It was kind of the same shoes released over and over again in different colorways. Jordan and all these other brands were not being creative. They were not thinking outside the box. They were not doing collabs as much. And if they did do a collab, they would make it damn near impossible to get. We're going to talk about these diamond turfs as well. We're going to check the resale value of them. But before I do that, dozens of Yeezys are still available, with some at 50% off. The best Yeezys still available from Yeezy Day Restock. Some of the best Yeezys still available from Yeezy Day Restock. Why are they available, y'all? Because people are not buying them. I'm showing y'all Nike sitting, Yeezy sitting. It's a common theme. People are not into shoes like that. Will that time come back again? Of course. Shoes are like stocks, y'all. 1 minute they up, 1 minute they down. 1 minute the stock market is good and you can make a lot of money off the stock market. The next minute, the stock market is in shambles and you can lose all your money. Shoes are the same way. Shoes are the same way. Now, in the next coming years, when this ramp back up, you're going to be in a good position if you have these shoes, if you are able to get them for retail. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get my hands on these shoes for retail and hold them. You might have to hold some of these shoes for a year or more. It just depends on how bad you want them. How bad you want them to sell. And it also depends what you think the resale value is going to be. Air Jordan SB Varsity Red. 2025, this will be an extremely valuable shoe down the road. But who knows what's going to be going on in 2025? But because we know so much heat is coming in 2025, I can assure you the shoes that are set to drop in 2025, they will. They're not going to push these back. They're coming for sure. Wave Runners returned. Wave Runners returned. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all now. There are thousands and thousands of Yeezys sitting in warehouses with strategic planning to how they're going to be released. They're still there. Now, I know the final Yeezy that has already happened, but guess what? They're going to be resold, or excuse me, they're going to be part of a restock, a quote unquote restock. These aren't really restocks. These are just shoes that Adidas been holding on to. And because they wanted to test the waters, they wanted to see how many people would buy Yeezys when Kanye West is not associated with Adidas. That was the plan. That was the plan, y'all. On June 11th, Yeezy Day restocks continued. So that was what, 11 days ago? That was, 10, 11 days ago. Yeezy Boost 350 Turtle Dove, Foam Runner Sand, and the khaki boots. Let's check Turtle Doves on StockX. And let's see what we get. I guarantee you these are not sold out. So let's type in Turtle Dove. There we go. Turtle Dove, 350s. Another red arrow, y'all. Losing value. Losing value. As they sit, they continue to lose value. Now, the reason that I'm going to 13, number one, I wear a size 13, so I'm just used to looking at that size first. But number two, 13 is a rare size. That's a rare size. So it is a rare size, but it's a size that's usually in stock, depending on the shoe. I mean, that's a size that I'm gonna put it to you this way. That can give you a medium, or it can kind of give you an average or some type of hint of the overall value of the shoe. Because it's kind of in the middle. It is on the larger end, but it's not like a 15 or a 16, and it's not like an 8 or a 9. It's kind of somewhat in the middle. $360 for the Turtle Doves. Do you think you could flip these for more than $360? Possibly. Could you find them somewhere cheaper than 360? I'm about 90% sure you could. I'm about 90% sure you could. Now, I want y'all to take the information that I'm giving y'all and go to a brick and mortar store with this information. Because these are the highest prices you're going to see. StockX, GOAT, Flight Club. Those are the highest price points that you're going to see. If you go to a local store, a mom and pop store, it's going to be different. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that. We're going to go to a store in South Carolina called Grail Central. And what we're going to do, and this is you see I have 20,000 followers. This is a very reputable place in Anderson, South Carolina. I've been there a couple times myself. Great place. Let's take a look at their prices. Reverse Oreo 6s for under retail. This was 21 hours ago. Y'all, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. 185. $185. This is a steal. The J Balvins. We just spoke about them. 20% off today. $520 for the J Balvins. Obviously, these are brand new. Not as low as I would like to see them. But when it comes to a collab with a rapper with somebody as popular as J Balvin, I guess you could do that. I guess you could charge that for them. And I don't know the market value of these shoes. I probably should have checked. That's a little bit too much in my opinion for those though. Let's keep it moving though. Let's check out these New Balance. 9060 white navies. 198 today only, that day. 220 any other day. 198 for some 9060s is not bad. Oxidized greens, look. Men's size is 280. That's on the day they released. I guarantee you they're cheaper now. Because we just seen them on StockX below retail, right? Let's take a look at the Saturday steals.
And another giveaway. As always, like this post and comment your favorite shoe from the drop, and you'll be entered to win a $100 store credit. First up, we've got a foam runner, size 12, only $60. Next, we've got an absolute steal. It's an off-white Vapor Max, size 10.5 for only $300.
Off-white for $300.
Next up, we've got a veneer Dunk Low, size 9, only $80. Next up, we've got a white cement 3 Reimagine, size 9 for only $160.
$160 for Reimagine 3.
Next, we have a Concord 11, size 11.5, only $240. Still very icy.
And these shoes are pre-owned.
We got black cement 3, size 10, only $180.
$180 for black cement.
The newly released Space Jam 11 Low, size 11 for.
And I want to say this, y'all. I've seen these shoes for myself. The pre-owned shoes here are in great condition, man. I can vouch. The shoes are in great condition. If you go there, if you see a shoe on their website that you want, it's not like they just got good angles of it. When you go there, the shoe in front of you is gonna look just like the picture, and it's gonna be satisfactory, even if it's a pre-owned shoe or whatever.
For only $150. Next, we've got a Jackie Robinson, size 11, $280. Last but not least, we have a Laney 14, size 11, going out for $120.
$120. $120 for Laney 14. When you look deep, y'all, you can see how cheap these shoes are. And I get it; those are pre-owned. But if you're buying them to wear, that's one thing. But those shoes are like it looks like they're professionally cleaned. The pre-owned shoes in Grail Central. So if you bought some of the pre-owned shoes, you could definitely sell them again. For sure, man. Let's go to another page. Oh, wait, hold on. Military blue, military black 4s. $480 for military black, $320 for military blue. Now, with the 4s, and these are OG colorways, they're gonna be a lot of money. All right, they're gonna be a lot of money. The men's are $480 for black, $320 for blue, and military blue being $320. That's about right. That sounds about right. Jumpman Jacks, $580 each. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but if you're reselling, you could probably sell these for more than $580, depending on the continued hype of them. Because people love them. Let me not say they love them. People don't dislike them. I haven't heard a lot of bad shit about these Jumpman Jacks. $580, all right? At Grail Central. Now, let me take a look at let's take a look at Nice Kicks, man. We're gonna look at a couple of more IGs, then we're gonna wrap this up. Okay, look, oh, not that. Look at this. J Tips debuts another upcoming Saucony Matrix at Paris Fashion Week. We got Sauconys at Fashion Week, y'all. The sneaker industry has changed. Sauconys have entered the chat. Sauconys are back. And I'm glad about this. I'm happy that everybody don't walk around wearing the same shoes anymore. That's refreshing to see. Now, whether you like these or not, that's on you. I don't think I will wear these. I've had Sauconys as a child before, though, and I liked them. I liked them. When I first got them, I didn't think I was gonna like them, but I liked them. They were cool. They looked kind of cool in my outfits, man. And I'm happy to see all these other sneaker brands getting in on this and just adding variety to the culture. Pharrell, upcoming Adidas collab. And Pharrell is doing his thing. Adidas is doing their thing with the collabs, the Bad Bunny, you know what I'm saying, collabs. They're using these collabs to stay relevant. They need rappers, they need hip hop to stay in the game. And Pharrell is helping with that, for sure. Now, the AE low tops. Low pack dropping this fall. These look fire, man. These are the AE ones. And now they're saying this is a speculative mock-up picture. I'm pretty sure that's how low of that shoe would look. They look like Yeezys, man. These shits look like Yeezys. How y'all feel about this low? I would have to see this on foot. I'll have to see this on foot. That picture looked good, though. That picture looked good. Another thing that lets you know clothing is changing. Look, Goyard sued the shoe surgeon. That dude look kind of similar. But do y'all know why that's a big deal? Do y'all know how long the shoe surgeon has been doing what he's been doing? A very long time. For Goyard to file a lawsuit against him now is telling. It tells us something. Because years ago, it was a lot of this going on. That dude look like Goyard, though. Now it's different, man. They suing people. This would be looked at as promo. The same situation with Cool Kai and Nike. Look how long Cool Kai went making those shoes. Once a recession hit, once inflation hit, Nike sued his ass. That's what Goyard is doing here. In the past, Goyard would have seen this as promo, or they would have seen it as him making their shoes look cooler. It's not the case now. Cause shoes and fashion and high fashion and clothes are not selling how they were. They're just not. Let's take a look at Kicks on Fire before we hop off this. Wolf Gray Black 12s in September. I think this was a good move by Jordan. These are fire. These are fire. These will have resale value. These will have resale value. Maybe not anytime soon, but there's going to be resale value there. Trust me. Trust me.
The sunrise after being in the industry for these best I think works really well for both on and off the court looks, and these things are just comfortable. I'd argue the shape, and not to mention the bright colorway that's perfect for the summer and has tons of little KD details like his name on the back, this iridescent patch on the tongue, and the logo on the bottom of the icy outsole. I'm telling you, these are worth checking out. Kevin Durant's new shoe is really
These is cool. Those is cool, man. I like those. They didn't try to do too much. Those was cool, man. Those are cool. Here go the Lost and Found. The SB fours varsity that we going over, y'all. They're gonna sit, man. Let me not say they're gonna sit, but everybody will have a chance to get these shoes. In my opinion, you should get these shoes and hold on to them, because once things turn back up and people go back to getting shoes, you'll already have a little stock set up, man. Let's take a look at these Jumpman Jacks. Okay, that's a skid. All right, yeah, man. Let me do one real quick check. Make sure I got everything. But the point of this video was basically to let people know all sneaker companies are on the same accord. 2024 to 2025, they'll be releasing everything that they think that people want. Not only will they be releasing everything they think that people will want, they're going to be releasing a lot of it. All right, more Yeezys is coming. They're not done. They're not all out. Trust me, I know. I have inside information about all these brands. They're not done. It's more Yeezys coming. It's more Action Bronson New Balances coming. It's more Adidas collabs coming. It's more exclusive Jordans coming. And all of these exclusive SB, the bulk number and the inventory will be ramped up. That's why I'm telling y'all this. Yeezy the same way. New Balance the same way. The numbers will be ramped up. So if you're a reseller, you're going to have a chance to collect, man. You're going to have a chance to collect because they're not going to hold inventory. They're not going to play the exclusivity game. That's over with. They're losing money doing that. All of the brands, they're losing money doing that. In the short term now, of course, these are billion-dollar companies, so they're not losing money every day. But quarterly, for the past 2 years, they've been losing money trying to be exclusive and trying to be cute and trying to make people fight over shoes. Them shits been sitting on the shelf. So they're going to have to switch it up, and we're going to benefit from that, man. So thank y'all for listening. Get in the comments, man. Out of all the shoes that we discussed, I'm probably gonna do another video. I'm probably gonna go live. I'm definitely going live again today, but I might go live again about shoes later because Instagram is just not it. Like, the pictures aren't big enough. The information I need is here, but these pictures aren't big enough. So I'm gonna figure another way out to present this to y'all. But thank you for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the information. I hope it's useful. I'm gonna see y'all in the next few hours. Peace.